Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to Mirror Mirror on the Wall for October 2017. This is basically just, yes, the name is from the movie Snow White, but it's less focused on the more vanity and jealousy, but more so focused on just your inner world as opposed to the love readings that I normally do. Because I know sometimes we can't be bothered with love. Even though this may, obviously, because I'm talking about emotions, some of your emotions might fall into love here, but nonetheless, I hope that you like it and can relate. So, right off the bat, for your emotions, the first card that came out, you've got the Green Man in reverse. The Green Man is equivalent to the Fool card. Then you've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And then you've got the Five of Athame. Oh, Five of Swords upright. The story I feel like this is saying, Sag, is you may be guarded emotionally this month, putting a lid on how much you connect and reveal to others. It may be a control kind of thing and not wanting to give your power to someone, or feeling like you have something to prove, or like someone in the group is not being cooperative or not pulling their weight. Or this could be how someone is looking at you. Or someone can be like obstructing or blocking your success or public recognition. This is a teamwork card or public acclaim, public recognition, being noticed or acknowledged. In reverse, not so much. Ulterior motives or selfish motives on how everyone may be out for themselves may be an issue. Or you may be refusing to receive help from people and want to do things your own way. But I feel like there's definitely problems with groups because in the following cards, for what's affecting your emotions, the first card that came out was the Three of Chalices in reverse. So if this is not overindulgence or self-indulgence within yourself or with someone else that's surrounding your life, then there's definitely problems with teamwork or a lack thereof. I asked for clarifying cards, and all three of these cards came out together, and I just chose to keep them because they kind of relate. You've got the Two of Athames, which speaks of like negotiation, calling a truce, compromise, trying to see what's good for everybody. The Earth Mother in reverse, unrealized potential, black potential. And then the Knight of Athames, I see this as like someone putting their foot in their mouth or promising more than they can deliver. It says that the story I feel like for these is that someone may not be pulling their weight or their end of the bargain, and you could be feeling unappreciated, or there could be a love triangle going on with this three here, even though this isn't a love reading. When you have multiple threes, you've got three in this section and another one up there, and you have it like that. It can mean like something to do with triangles, or if it's not love triangles, a business triangle or something of that sort. Someone could definitely be over promising on what they can deliver. Taurus is coming across as putting their foot in their mouth, like I said earlier with the Knight of Athames in reverse. But an uncomfortable conversation needs to be had. I feel like that's why your emotions are kind of fucked up right now, because an uncomfortable conversation needs to be had to call a truce and to try and smooth things over and see how things can benefit each person's involved. But something may not be being nurtured and tended to or cared for. That's what the Mother card is. The Earth Mother in reverse can represent as well. So that it can like blossom properly and be like the beautiful Earth Mother that she is upright. There is a need for compromise, definitely, because sorry, Sagittarius, I have a cold, so if I sound a bit stuffed up and if I'm sniffing, and yeah, I apologize. And what I like about these cards, yeah, you have each of these cards, they have an alley, like an animal alley. and an herb, which further elaborates and depicts the emotion or the feel of the card. And on the two of chalices here, the herb that is growing beneath the trunk, you've got pennyroyal, which is for inner calm, peace and healing. And then you got a starling, which is flowing above here, and that is symbolic of communication, strength, and peace. How you can help your emotional state this month, you've got the Six of Pentacles, which is the reciprocity card, the equality card, the good balance of give and take. So focus on equality, reciprocity, and equal distribution of tasks. Don't feel like you probably have to do everything on your own, or don't expect someone else to do everything on their own. Said equal distribution of tasks or love will create the balance and harmony needed for you this month. Let go of spiteful energy because it's detrimental and wouldn't serve your health in the long run. Be fair. Okay, now you've got meadowsweet that's going along here, and that's portrayed here, and that is symbolism of favors, power, and balance. And then you've got a woodpecker for generosity, and that understands the cycles of growth and just cycles in general in life. Your family's influence, you've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Moon. So there could be a family business going on, but there also could be some like underhandedness or sneakiness going on within the family business. Someone may be harboring a secret of business dealings. Or someone may be dealing with a secret addiction that you could be helping them with. And someone may need to become more self-reliant while another may be always providing and taking care of the other. A manipulating person could possibly misusing their personal power and vain. And then for others of you, you may be planning to have a secret estate or business area away from your family, or like a secret getaway, so that you can tend to your own emotions. Or people in the family like maybe out for themselves right now. Everyone's trying to milk. If there's someone that's a breadwinner in the family, someone they may feel like they have to always provide. Real work ethic this month. You've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, this is dedicated, in it for the long run, a good work ethic, diligence. The Queen of Wands, I feel like, is you, because the Wands are fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. But you've come up in reverse here, so I feel like this is saying that you have yet to see the transformation or the rewards from a certain endeavor. You may be at a certain job for so long and dedicated, but may feel like you are stifling your own creativity for the good of the group. There may be loads of competition, and you feel like you aren't being heard. Possibly, you may be even possibly trying to sell your dreams or your ideas to closed off people. All right. Now you have peonies, which is what the Knight is holding here. And those are for business and opportunities. And then you have a falcon, which soars above, which is for loyalty, security, and communication. How people see you this month, you've got the Ace of Optimism in reverse. So I think people are realizing that you cannot be held down, or that you cannot be blocked or stopped, or nothing can get in the way of your tracks. Whether this is self-imposed beliefs, or whether this is from... I'm sorry, but this candle is making... Sorry, did it sound like a firecracker? So yeah, maybe people are realizing that you cannot be tamed, or they're starting to admire the fact, or they're starting to see that you want to be let free a little bit, or let loose. Eighth of Optimism speaks of release, speaks of finally letting go of not facing reality, of choosing to be blindfolded, choosing to be stuck. So I feel like they want to see you be set. They feel like you want to be set free, wanting to do your own things, and less on and focus more on bringing them to fruition. You might have felt caged or blocked, and now you are easy movement for momentum. And also, what comes in the apples are here, and the apples are symbolism of challenge, decision, and self-discipline. And then you have a hedgehog, and the hedgehog is for concentration and resourceful. Where you should focus your time, you've got the crone card, and then you've got the wild hunt. I feel like this is saying that focus on how love conquers all, and the grace of this card, and how lunar and solar energy is important to masculine and balance of masculine and feminine. Tame the primal animal nature, okay, and focus on stop ignoring reality and focus on being graceful and being true to oneself. Be confident in whatever changes need to be made to follow them through, and if you need to take the need in a non-aggressive way, then do so. You've got Angelica growing here, which is what the crown is holding, and that is a symbol of power and strength, and a lion is a symbol of authority and power and strength, which we all know can be quite dominant as well. As that is a Leo card. That is a replica of the strength card in the other decks. Your hopes, aspirations, and dreams. You've got the harvest card. You want to reap what you sow. You want to see the benefits of your result. And then paired up with that, though, you've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be a few different scenarios. It could be that you aspire for Judgment Day to come. You want to rise to your higher self and utilize all your skills and talents. With this Page of Pentacles in reverse. And be who you was meant to be. You may be feeling a bit restless. And if you have any health problems, you want them to be solved and for you to be restored. But if this is involving children, which the pages can often represent, some of you may want recognition for your input in certain projects and how you birth them. And how you should reap the benefits. Some of you may want to go back to school or want justice to be served in a case involving your children. You've got Garden Fennel, which grows along the barn here. And that's protection energy, blessings. And you got a goat, which is the symbolism of abundance, growth, rebirth, or renewal. And the man or the woman in the mirror, how you see yourself this month. Sagittarius, you've got the 8 of Chalices, which is a good card. Meaning you're looking forward to moving on and starting new things. It's just something, I feel like something isn't fulfilling you and where you are at the moment. And you are ready for advancement and to move on. You may be ready to follow your dreams. You're ready for action and movement and to move to find your 9th cup of this, or your 9th chalice, as this is the 8th chalice or cup. And that is complete happiness and fulfillment, and a wish is completed and granted, which is the 9th cup. Some of you may be waiting to receive some sort of loan or a scholarship, but definitely on a new path, ready for the next level. You've got grapes here growing along the vine. And grapes is symbolism of transformation, skills, and independence. And growth and clarity. And a cormorant is for that as well. Okay, Sag, how we doing? Okay, let's see what the Native American medicine has for you guys. In the form of animal medicine, animal spirits. What is the message that you have for Sagittarius in this reading, Spirit? What is the message in this reading for Sagittarius? spider, and raccoon. Spider is all about weaving. Spider weaving webs of delight. Weave me a peaceful world, carrying creation in your web, waiting to be unfurled. Spider wove the web that brought humans the first picture of the alphabet. The letters were part of the angles of her web. Dear asked Spider what she was weaving and why all the lines looked like symbols. Spider replied, Why, dear, it is time for the Earth's children to learn and make records of their progress in the Earth's walk. Dear answered Spider, but they already have pictures to show through symbols the stories of their experiences. Yes, Spider said, but Earth's children are growing more complex and their future generations will need to know more. The ones to come won't remember how to read the petroglyphs. So it was that Spider wove the first primordial alphabet, as she had woven the dream of the world that had become manifest. Spider's dreams of the physical world had come to fruition millions of years before. Spider's body is made like the number 8, consisting of 2 lobe-like parts connected by the waist and 8 legs. Spider is a symbol for infinite possibilities of creation. Her 8 legs represent the 4 winds of change and the 4 directions on the medicine wheel. Spider weaves the webs of fate for those who get caught in her web and become her dinner. This is similar to humans who get caught in the web of illusion in the physical world and never see beyond the horizon into other dimensions. The web of fate also represents a wheel of life, which does not include any alternatives or solutions. It is typically human to get caught in the polarity of good or bad fortune without realizing that we can change it at any time. That's what this card is up, right? If we are not decisive enough about our lots in life, we may end up being consumed by our fears and limitations. Spider is the female energy of the creative force that weaves the beautiful designs of life. Her web has hundreds of intricate patterns which catch the morning dew. If Spider has dropped from her web into your cards today, she may be telling you to create. Look for new alternatives to your present impasse. So this definitely relates to some of you who this message within this reading. She can also be warning you that you are coming too close to an entangling situation. Spider could be asking you to use a journal to write out and review your progress. If you do this, you will not forget how you are creating a new or different phase in your life. Spider brings a message of a different kind when she sees you becoming a bit too involved in the weaving of your life plans to notice opportunity at the outskirts of your web. If this is the case, Spider gets your attention so that you can notice something that you have woven has borne fruit. Congratulations, Spider caught you just in time before you miss the opportunity on the edge of your web or reality. The most important message from Spider is that you are an infinite being who will continue to weave patterns of life and living throughout time. Do not fail to see the expansiveness of the eternal plan. Raccoon, generous protector. Raccoon, protector of the underdog, provider for those who have none. Do you wear the bandit's mask to hide the good deeds that you've done? Teach me to turn away from rich rewards or worldly acclaim, knowing that my generosity allows my warrior spirit to be reclaimed. Raccoon is the generous protector. Raccoon carries the medicine of the protector of the underdog and provider for the young, infirm, and elderly. Often called the Little Bandit by southern tribes, this Robin Hood of Animal Kingdom teaches us about generosity and caring for others. When Raccoon has come your way, you are being asked to contact your inner warrior to become a protector and generous provider for those in need. Raccoon medicine may have the uncanny ability to assist others without allowing them to become victims or dependents. Like the tribal chiefs of old, Raccoon tends to the needs of the tribe before taking anything for itself. A troop of raccoons scouting for food is often a hilarious exercise in generosity. After rolling in the cornmeal or flour, they finally settle on their favorite morsels, giving the best tidbits to their lookout. Raccoons leave a watcher behind when raiding a campsite or mountain cabin, usually the dominant male. He is always fed first by the other raiders to honor his vigilance as the group's protector. This uncommon lack of greed is a rare in the world of humans. and it is the rest of the animal world, as it is in the rest of the animal world, sorry. While other creatures fight another for the best of a kill, Raccoon teaches the universal law of giving back to the source of your strength, guidance, and protection. You are also reminded that benevolence and generosity come around full circle to reward the giver. If Raccoon wandered into your card today, the little bandit may be telling you to look around and see who needs your strength at this time. Speak up in defense of another instead of remaining silent when others are gossiping. Maybe it is time to share the bounty of your time, energy, and possessions with the less fortunate. But remember, to help those in need, develop their own protector and provider skills. In all cases, Raccoon asks that you honor yourself and others equally. Provide for your own needs as well as for own needs, or your well will be dry when you choose to give generously. Chiefs earn their eagle feathers. Chiefs earn their eagle feathers when they promote every human's right to self-dignity. Acting in this manner brings the same honor to yourself and to your family. Thank you, Sage. I hope that resonated with some of you guys. And see you soon.